Yes, knuckle right the cue! That was a wee jag up your ass there, wasn't it, wee man?
Aye.
Leaderboard.
No.
Right, top of the leaderboard.
I'll do it properly and you will. You're buzzing with the leaderboard.
Look at that.
I was
7
so
points.
close last week, mate.
What would you go for?
Hibs were winning away to Kelly and Ross County are beating Livy. I was buzzing watching it and then it fucked it.
Mate, I think you've got it this time.
I'm gonna get the wings, mate.
Motherwell, they were brilliant, but they should have got a point.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for
Fucked you,
it.
didn't it?
I've never supported Motherwell as much. I was actually thinking about the curtain during the game. That's worrying, isn't it?
I'm the same mate, side of the pitch, he's got right, I'm like, what's the fucking...
You want to know the scores on it?
Devastated.
I shouldn't come into your
But you
thing,
eat the
shouldn't I?
wings anyway.
I know, I enjoy
It's
them.
only Slaney we want to lose.
We need to get something.
Kevin and Perry are there, look.
Right,
Miss
fuck it,
Patterson.
there you go. That's
This is
it.
Patterson.
That's it.
Miss Patterson. Thank you, Miss Patterson. He's Kevin and Perry.
Come on, you. Aye.
If Kevin and Perry done that's what they produced.
Right, so I want to ask you, I've been doing a bit of cooking in her. You made a lovely, what was it you made last night?
Best dinner I've ever made last night. She's away to Spain, so I had the house to myself. So on TikTok, seen this recipe, Del, you'll love this. Do you want us to talk you through it?
Aye, talk us through it.
Most simple and ever. So get crab for Waitrose, white crab, incredible. Olive oil in the pan, garlic, chilli, stick your crab in.
Is the pan on when you put this in?
What the fuck? Why the pan not be on?
No, but you're
The
putting in
people at Dundee will be up in
I
arms,
know,
mate.
mate.
Waitrose,
I know.
honestly.
Good.
Look how far you've
Never
come.
been in
Good,
with
Faddy.
Look how
Well,
far
I'm
you've
going to say
come.
it's only £5 for crab meat, so it's not as expensive.
Aye.
£8 to make. So get your frying pan on,
Right,
olive
good.
oil, garlic, chilli, crab meat in. This is where it fucking gets interesting. Parsley, squeeze a lemon, cook your spaghetti.
Too much.
Spaghetti in, pasta water in, parmesan cheese on together, and a glass of organic Pinot Grigio for Aldi,
Organic?
£7. What a night, man.
Fucking run to the chippy. Innit? Run to the chippy and
Oh,
get
come on, we'll get you better, mate. Innit? What about you?
How much was that, mate? Much
How long
was that
did
meal
it
in?
take? No,
All in £8.
right, but no.
Brilliant.
How long did
And
it,
with the-
how long did
with
it
the
take you?
114.
Sorry, how long did it take you to make
Man of the people, aren't you?
7 minutes.
That's cheap
What?
meal, innit?
Do you think that's
For
cheap?
one person.
Eight?
One person.
Those can't be
No,
7
that's
minutes.
a few people in it.
I would
Preparation.
have done 2, huh?
Aye.
What about your
That's
And the
prep
wee
time?
bird that was up while she's away.
That's not a
Done it
cheap
to
meal.
us.
What about your prep time? Because you go to, have you not got to
They
do it?
prep, mate.
Is there
Man,
no-
that's what I'm saying. It's so easy. If you're on the go with the kids, nice healthy
So
dinner.
if you've done it properly, you get a whole crab, use the stock, shell it, get all the meat
there
in.
you go.
Fuck
And
it.
he's
There we
Can you
go.
do it?
No, but you're saying, oh, done this, done that.
But it's still
Cooked
good,
crab already. Somebody's already done the hard work.
I can't do
What
that.
about you, mate? You
Not
up
for
for getting
me.
up?
What?
What did you eat last night?
You cooked up?
No, it's the usual when the missus goes away. It's the usual. It's chicken, mash, and beans. Honestly.
Is it chicken bread? Is that breadcrumb chicken?
The bread, aye. 5 days in a row, doesn't it, man? That's what they get. Fucking like it, a lump at your bams. I got a bit heated the other night.
What did?
Oh, I was nearly boxing with
They
my
found
boys.
a lump in his mash.
Oh, I was raging, man.
He's back.
I came in, I missed the first half of the Bologna game. And, but the second half against Verona, they were brilliant.
bless you.
And they kept going like that. Oh, they were hopeless, they were this and that in the first half. And I'm going, but look how good they are. I just got a bit heated, get a wee bit nasty with Ross. So it did. I was squaring
He's
up
a
to
wee
each
prick,
other.
Ross, to be fair.
Well, he's no
cheeky,
wee.
innit?
He's a cheeky wee
He's
prick.
no wee.
Did you get the lycra on?
What?
The helmet?
Oh,
Bit of wrestling?
Oh, it was getting a bit feisty. The missus had to step in.
Did you?
Aye, it was getting that.
What was the
To
Bologna
save you.
score?
No, I saved me. Aye. I know, because the two of them they gang up on me.
Oh, do they?
Gang up in their wee old da, which I think is a bit unfair.
It was a 0-0 draw, wasn't it, mate?
Aye.
How was Lewis? Did he play well?
In the second half, they all played well in the second half. They were good in the second half. They were different class, but they kept telling us how poor they were in the first half, which I wasn't having.
They're jealous that he's done well.
Aye, don't-
The kid on the support him, there's that wee hint.
They're buzzing when he played bad.
Look, been waiting for this day. Hopeless. Kill you.
What about you last night, dinner?
Chili.
Oh, chili. I do like a chili con carne, nice. What about you, wee man?
Wait, I have
You ran out here, he's getting fit. Would you walk over? You were doing bench press for your dad's bag this morning as well, weren't you?
No, I'm doing 85 kg now
What do you mean? Is that what you're doing now?
on the squats. That's 1 rep max.
Is it, mate?
And I'm doing 10k the note in 43.
Are you going to announce that we're going to do the half marathon?
Aye.
November in Glasgow.
And Glasgow in November.
For the Beatson.
Can you run?
Aye, for the Beatson charity, we're going to do it. Amazing charity in it, so we're going to get ourselves going.
Anybody wants to sponsor us, get in touch.
get
That'd be
involved.
great.
Lucky bastards.
Would you love to do that?
I just said to him, can you run it? Because obviously we're struggling with old knees. My old part blew off yesterday.
You try and chase it?
I couldn't even run after my heart. I was actually, do you know, see when I started, hobbling, I was embarrassed. So I was.
Was your knee, mate?
Aye, God. I was devastated.
Did you try and chase it, or did you just go?
I tried to
"No
chase,
point"?
no, I went for it and I just couldn't. It wasn't happening.
It's horrible.
Is it
man.
affecting everything,
Horrible.
No, I was gutted, man.
stand up
That's
as
just
any,
me officially old and gone and done in, by the way. So it was aye.
I thought you were getting it done, too. I thought there was...
No,
an
I'll
instant
need to
here
wait.
Getting the knee done.
I was going to get it done in a year. But that was a poor...
Lewis not going to pay for you to get it done now?
No, I don't want it done now.
Hey.
I want to wait a wee bit longer. I want to wait next year because you're at the game for about 6 weeks, aren't you? More than that.
You can't move, you know.
Aye, I don't want that.
Bedbound,
I want to do it when the weather's alright.
What? You want to be in
Sit
the
out
house?
the back. No, I want
sit
to
at the back,
go somewhere. You know what I mean? Aye, definitely. But
Right,
I was devastated.
See the half marathon, how long was that sort of coming at? An hour and a half, would you say?
No, but you'll be about 5 hours.
Was it?
No, you should do it about 2:20, 2:30 maybe.
Mate, my dad's done 5 marathons and he's quickest
Was
is 3:12. No, 3:04.
No
What, for a
way.
full marathon?
Your dad?
My dad, he used to be in the TA. No, is it the TAs?
Oh, you're right.
Aye.
Terry does alarm me.
Aye, but wait, hear this. Hear this. The TA let him go. Really, like, put him out.
Released him?
Aye, released him.
Why?
And they had a marathon crowd and he was that determined to beat, they were all doing the marathon as well and he beat them all.
No way.
That's not the story.
That's
Why did
cool.
he get released?
What was he doing with his rifle?
We've never asked him. We've never asked him.
Never
why.
asked him, man.
I'll need to ask him why. I'll tell you next week. But so I'm sure he done that in 3:04. I'm sure. Would that be right? Is that?
What, by the way?
What, a full marathon in 3 years, 4 minutes?
I think so, mate.
What
He
did he
was
run
super
10k
fit.
in?
10k, about 45 minutes.
Andy, can you check the marathon best time ever to see how far
That's
he's at?
about two.
Imagine that best ever marathon type job.
Son,
It's about 2 years. 2 years.
3:05.
Wee man was a minute after.
It was 3:05. Somebody got 3:04, but don't know who it was. Right at the TA.
I didn't know.
Aye,
So your old man's an
It's
athlete.
just under 2 hours, isn't it?
The TA is like the pure fake army, isn't it?
No.
It's like scouts.
Aye,
It's like the scouts. It's like the scouts.
Aye, 'cause
Your dad's in the scouts. Your dad's in the scouts.
No, I get promoted for the scouts into the TA.
Into the beavers. You got come on to the scouts into the beavers, your dad.
Like, because you're already tea on about your scheming all that, didn't they? It's like, what fucking
That's a gang. That's a gang, the Tias. That's a gang. He's been thinking about me.
No,
Your dad's been in a gang and he's getting chased all the time.
And they wear camo
that's why
gear.
he's dead
No, I mean, I'll
fast.
tell you why, because see, we were all playing round at the school and
TA, yeah, bass.
we were all playing. I tell you, it was about when we were young boys. It was about 12 years, whatever, and we were all playing a game of football in the local
young
park.
Your
team.
dad was getting shit.
It was a grass hill. It was a grass hill, and I just see about 15 of these guys with army all over the
That's
hill.
a gang. That's
Sure it was in the
That's a
18,
Glasgow
the Anderson
gang.
Young team.
so he's tell.
I can't believe my dad was in
So
the
your
Scouts.
dad's telling me he's in the army and all that, and he's actually in a gang.
No, but you remember
Is that
those-
why he carries a bag then?
maybe there's something
So
in
you
there.
have
Maybe,
you have
Pistol.
What's he
20,
protecting?
20 kilos in it.
Wee hammers in his pants.
Do you know what? I don't think it was
Wee
this.
hammers in his pants and he's back.
Do you know what? I don't think it might have been the Scouts, because what did they then go into?
Beavers, I'm telling you.
It went into Ministry
The boys brigade, innit? He's in the boys brigade.
Ministry of Defence. He went into.
So he was.
Aye.
That's the top secret. You
Can't-
can't
I
talk
can't-
about
shouldn't
that.
have
But he's done some bad things, isn't he?
He did. He was in Ministry of Defence and then got obviously. What was that called again? Your peer? What do you call that?
Was he one of the ones that was put at risk with the nuclear bomb and all that?
Hey.
Did you shoot?
His dad's protected some.
So
He's
I'm
been
not allowed
involved
to talk
with nuclear things.
about
Out for the football, you watched the game I was training, so I never got to see it. Celtic v FEYENOORD. Derek, what do you make of the game?
I thought there wasn't too much in the first half. They gave a good account of themselves, few opportunities, but I don't know if it's just me. I just had the feeling that I didn't think they were as good as what they were kind of cracked up to be.
Some people, a lot of pundits said they were.
I can even. I'm disappointed with them.
I mean, they're a good team, but they're not. they were world beaters because
I
of
agree with
the
you.
goals they scored. But then you look at the opposition; they had been banging in the goals.
Scouts who were playing the first two games,
Wasn't it? But then you get into the second half, and for me, I don't think. No, I'm for a different era for you. I don't think it's a penalty kick. I don't
Neither
think
do I.
it's a sending off, and I just think he's just trying to get the arm across. But you know,
The way the game is
and
now.
the game's, isn't it? It's what,
I don't
but
think that was a
the
penalty.
second one.
Actually,
The tackle for the boy, you know, that's just lack of discipline. But they were well in the game. But once you lose a man, you go down to 10 men. I think they were always going to be up against it. But they had their moments, and I think at that level, it's a fine line, isn't it?
Aye.
You said it, was it last season, the season before? You played really well, always in the game, but the top end, you got to take your chances.
You happy with your analysis on Feyenoord?
Did you do that on Monday? Did you do your whole thing? Did they? Aye. Right, I never.
But do you know what?
I
Actually,
said to him, why don't you explain it to Denny? He went, no, I want to keep it for Andy and Charlie.
no, never.
Don't know why.
I didn't.
That's fine, mate.
I didn't really do that with these. No, I was actually. Do you know what? See, watching it, I've got that maybe a right because they weren't really great. I actually think PSV looked better than them.
They got skidded last night.
know,
didn't they?
yeah.
Did you watch that?
Durham was absolutely hammering them on TalkSport.
Who, PSV?
PSV
was?
said they're the worst team he's seen at that
Who,
level.
PSV? No chance. I watched the game last night. See, by the way,
I'm picking the boys up.
no,
I was like,
they're
Make
put
sure
it-
he never watches sports.
they're put at the back. They're put at the back. PSV and Rangers knew that, but Rangers weren't good enough.
Aye.
Yeah.
You know, at the top end of the park.
To be fair, they lost their two best players for the
I think
Rangers game
Gary
into
Wright-
the wide player and the midfield
Gary
player.
Centre backs are not the best. I think it was the second or the third goal. It was woeful. There was a poor header, then a guy, you know, tries to nip in and they just break on them. But no, Arsenal were brilliant. PSV are a good side to watch going forward. But that's how I was watching Feyenoord. I didn't think
I
they were
totally
as
agree.
dynamic as
No,
going forward, as pacey.
I
and I just
think
thought
a lot of that's Celtic though.
Aye,
How they played, because they went and
aye.
pressed well,
Aye, the
and then
press
when the
was
ball
good.
went wide, when they had the ball in midfield, they just narrowed up and forced it wide. And when they got wide, they didn't really have an end product. They were missing, I think,
They weren't
two
slick,
main strikers, but
Faddies, I thought.
No.
I expected them to be more kind of slick next up, and they watched them. But no,
I
they
think
were
they maybe expected Celtic to sit off them
good of
because they were a bit
could be
taking
aye.
a lot of risk
Aye.
at the back. I thought Celtic pressed them well first half, and I thought the same. I thought they're going to be a good side. They're going to, be quick in the attack. They're going to
slick and
be really difficult to play against. And then you're watching a game thinking they're actually
yeah.
they're no better than you wouldn't say there was a difference. And then I think the belief did grow for Celtic. They had chances in the first half.
Say slick again. Say slick one more time.
But the goals are killer.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Say
Have you got-
Virginia.
Oh,
no,
my.
I don't. Right, I'm not a goalkeeping coach, as we know, but
Quite safe.
could you not just move your feet and even get across there? Get in, you control it.
I can't
Can
believe-
you? And could you not, when you
couldn't
see
believe
them
it.
and you go, and you kind of get an idea, there's a wee bit of anticipation, and you think, is it no that they just want to kind of dive or it? I think you can actually get across.
So do I. Even
Control it in your
you'd
chest, play it out.
You'd have got a ball there. You'd have just picked up if there's no ball there.
Jinx, what did the ball put him off?
Aye, he said he did say that because it comes round the end, man, he needs to wait till it gets past him in case there's a deflection. But I still thought he should have saved it.
Big time.
And it was one where I was at the game, and it was right in line with where he was taking it, and I'm thinking that's quite far out. If he scores for there, it's going to have to be something special, and it wasn't really.
I wouldn't know. And then when it bounces, that takes a
You need a
wind
top
out
goalie to
yourself.
come. Look at Nick Pope with Newcastle, they got battered.
But then
I know
you-
Pope's not a top goalie, but in terms
But
of
then you look at Man U who spend 50 something on he
He
because
threw
he's a
one in a
goal,
wee
it's
bit
hard
last
to go
night.
and-
Aye.
It's not. Look, Joe Hart will be disappointed in himself that he's not saved it. Doesn't mean he's a bad goalie. No, he's still a
But
good
there
goalie.
has been suggestions that they need a goalie
Aye,
for that level.
saves a penalty later in the
What do
game
you
to keep
think
them
of
in it.
that? Do you think he's took just the one step so that he can dive
Could be more slick, couldn't he?
instead of getting across there?
I think
Why do you not just get
No, I
across?
agree.
He was worried about the deflection. That's what he said.
I think so.
That's
Right.
why he doesn't.
I never heard his
commit.
interview.
Oh, so he's waiting.
That's why he doesn't then commit to it. But I think that Brendan Rodgers said after it as well that the players had decided to change the setup
Aye, themselves. I
on
heard
the
him
pitch
talking
because they
about that.
thought they were going to watch something.
And he leaves it
surprised
up
at
to them, decision making.
No, I don't
really.
mind that, do you?
No, because if they feel that there's maybe an overload at the back or they've sent a few of the bigger ones up, then they need to be marked up. They need to be picked up. the
turned
issue
his
would
back
be
a wee bit, didn't he?
where Kyogo is in the
Take
ball.
the scalp in the face.
Who shite it?
A left footer.
Kyogo, you just take the scalp in the face. But
Even just the size,
back a wee bit.
the size of him there.
Yeah.
But in
Put him
saying
on the
that,
outside.
Fucking hated being in the wall though, did you?
That was the worst.
Oh, I hated being in the wall,
I
man.
just shut my eyes the whole
Oh,
time.
the
till ball
worst.
went away.
Did you like it?
I wouldn't have
used
minded
to-
you being in the war. That wouldn't have been very intimidating. Don't need to get this up very far.
see me, they don't have now.
I had the big mullet, so
I used to be the one that had to charge it.
I like charging it. I prefer charging it, because you can
Just
shite
run
it. You can shite it.
Run it,
Tread on
just
your
try
hero,
and
mate.
Go early a couple of times, I know, just to show you're up for it.
That goal changed the game though. That just
Right on half time, Paul.
Kills you a bit.
You're
Of
getting into
course
half
it
time,
does.
and you'd have been really happy with the performance, and then you're grin there, especially with the goal went in, demoralising that, and then they came out the second half.
They were better the second
They were
half.
better the second half. They came out the way you expected them in the first half.
But Celtic chances in the first half again.
We won
Hatate.
How does he not pass that?
Don't know.
For a player of his quality, you think.
The first one I don't mind where it's not a great effort. It opens up and he can finish for them.
Aye.
It's the one that's blocked. You're thinking just play him in. Kyogo's you know he's got to make a move. He's not waiting to see what
he'll
you're
not
doing.
stand
He
still.
moves. So give him the ball.
We spoke about that last year. Why do you think it is at that level that they make wrong decisions? Because Hatate in the SPL, he makes the right decision there now.
Aye.
Same last year, wasn't it, the Champions League?
Aye, but I probably would, but
'Cause he's
if
just
you
back
don't,
in.
you'll get another chance to do it.
Aye.
It's when you get to that level, you've got one or two. Later on in the game, Palmer's a chance to, when Kyogo presses a goalie, they get it back. If he gets his head up and just fires it, my dad made the run off the right. I'm not saying he's got to score, but he's free in the box.
What did you think
But he
of him,
takes a touch.
Palmer? Were you disappointed in him?
Aye.
Aye. I thought I would expect a wee bit more.
Same.
What was he doing? What was he doing that wasn't a great decision making?
He just couldn't get in the game. You're expecting somebody that's going to go and be
expecting a bit
pacey
more.
and take people on, and he didn't really do it until the last run he had. He just cut inside for the right, had a shot,
Point, that was.
and then he went down the left and managed to get a cross in, and then he got taken off. I think it's tough, innit? It's his first start, Champions
He
League.
looked a bit rusty, I know.
I know,
Aye.
but it's, it is a tough one. But he looked a wee bit off it, whether that's lack
Certainly
of
wasn't
sharpness.
Who was good?
Johnson was
Scales
brilliant.
and Johnson.
Scales, wasn't it?
Scales Johnson. was
Reezy
brilliant.
game really well, didn't he?
Thought O'Reilly was not bad.
Aye.
Aye, right.
O'Reilly was decent.
I think they
Big
were.
Scales just came in.
See when you think where he was last season, you know, and
Beat for Darvel last year, wasn't he?
Aye,
Incredible, I think, how quickly
and
he
he's
came
Aye,
playing
he was good.
Champions League
he was good.
and playing well. So he has. The manager's vindicated, isn't he? He picked him, so he has.
We obviously both agree. I don't think the first one was
Second one's a sender off, innit?
the second one. What do you think about the first?
I've not actually seen
The boy's away
footage of
from
the first.
The boy.
ball's
So the
run away,
guy's not getting
Yeah.
possession of the ball. He's not getting a shot in. So the referee's got to take that into account, but they don't.
Is that a second booking, Derek? The first one was
Aye.
a second booking, wasn't it?
Aye.
I think he's a. He's
Is it not a booking, is it not?
But the first booting he gets is the ball's coming
Can't
to him.
remember
He's got
the
loads
first
of time and space in his own half. He takes his eye off the ball, hits his right foot, and rolls away from him. But he manages to recover, and I think it's a big boy Stengs gets it, and he steps and rolls him. It just takes him out.
I can't
But he's got
remember
back
that.
into position. He doesn't need to make the challenge, and then he gets a yellow. And then that one, I think that because the referee makes a decision, it's not enough to overturn it. And you obviously can't look for a yellow, but when he makes a decision, it's a penalty. Probably not enough for him to
I just didn't think it was a
overturn it.
penalty. I didn't think it was a booking. Just me. It's just when you're fighting, you know, in the box, and you're
And the
all
boys are
straight, and you're
ready,
just
wasn't
trying. You're making yourself big. That's what you
Aye.
do, innit? As a player, and just I thought it was harsh, to be honest.
Like you and Ross, innit, in the living room.
No, he'd have just. To be honest, he'd just scalped me by the way.
He'd have been a
Put me-
straight red.
Put one my chin.
I'd be fuming
Knocked
when
me
we were
out.
home. I was fuming at the time.
Were you, mate?
So at the same time, you want obviously players to
Yes,
come
that
on.
type, innit?
I think he's a quite high, but you want players, I suppose, when they come on to be in. You don't, I mean, if he doesn't go to the ball then, but I don't know, it just kills you. Totally kills you, that. And don't you
You think, aye. They would still
experience,
have
you know?
maybe had a chance at the...
I don't like that word, an experience.
Aye. With 10 men, it's still been tough, but you're still... It went like 4-3-2, so you still had the opportunity to catch them on the break. Once you go down to 9, it is damage limitation. And to be fair, coming away 2-0, I don't think you can really complain
Actually, might
too
be
much.
alright in the end.
I was going to ask you, have you seen enough to suggest that they could still get the group?
Aye.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
Lazio Madrid drew, didn't they? What about their goal?
What about the header?
Brilliant.
That's
How good's
tremendous.
that? The group get fuck it, get the goalie up, man.
And that magic.
Brilliant, isn't
Did you
it?
see Simeone?
Timing.
They were all like gone mental, of course. He's out like that.
He's a hero, isn't he?
It was magic,
Love that
wasn't
for
it?
Lazio, though, innit?
I don't think the
great
group's
time.
great at all. Andy actually called it when the group came out. I said it was a group of death.
Andy said he fancies Celtic to top it, didn't he?
He
When
said
they
aye,
came?
and he wants that, no?
It's hard because see if you've got a team in it that's going to beat everybody, then you're all fighting for second
Second place.
But they're all fighting for first and second.
Aye.
So there is going to be a few.
Is the
wee twists
next
and
game a
turns.
must win?
Oh, is it your old? It will be, won't it? The home
Who
games.
is it? Who the
But they've got two Lazio at home,
Lazio.
and then they've got Atletico at home as well, 2 home in a row.
With that away record, you would suggest it is a must win at home now.
Have you any information on Lazio for us?
Right, I've got a problem. I watch loads of Italian football on a
We
Sunday.
know you've got a fucking problem, but it's not football.
Aye, I watch it, but then I can't remember it. On a Monday. Aye, but do you know, because I watched every, I think there was a game on at 11:30 on Sunday, and I watched it right up to about 9 o'clock, but come Monday I can't remember.
9 in the morning. What was that? A fucking penny or game?
I'm in the morning to 9 o'clock at night or
This
something.
added time's getting out of control. Isn't it?
About 3 or 4 games. So aye.
Porno, innit?
So no, I need to sort that out by the way.
You've got time.
I just enjoy
You've
my
got time.
Sunday. My Sunday's a great wee day, I love that.
But aye, they-
the football and just having a couple of scoops. It's magic, but
We need to get a Sunday soon.
oh, Sunday's the
Been
best.
so long.
Sunday's the best day out.
This Sunday.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Next Sunday, why don't we go out?
Aye.
No next Sunday because the Champions League and that will be on a game, will it no? And it's crap the Sunday because all the good football's on the Saturday. You're better waiting for all the good games to be the Sunday.
You pick
So-
a date then.
Right, I'll find a day today.
Have you got
You
any
need
on
to find
Lazio?
somewhere that puts Italian football in, but that's the thing. There's no many. I'm not watching English football or anything like that.
Nah, shite. What about that Super? We were speaking about the Super Sunday.
Aye, it was good.
I mean, Everton fan, mate, come on. Big Dicey's got. If I'm being too harsh, but he's got to go, mate.
Are they just scalping it? Are they just
Oh, mate, they're
scalping
not
up the
even
park?
scalping it. I don't know what they're doing. Genuinely, I don't know what they're doing.
Are you watching Faddy?
Aye.
Are they? They're just launching?
Hard watching.
They've been playing for so long without a striker.
And the big
needs time to
man's
come
came
in.
in. Big what? Big
Beto.
baby. Beto is it?
You look like you're going to run into that big boy.
Don't know what he was
That's
doing.
his strength.
Oh, past it.
Your dad will cheat. That's the first one in the scouts as well, isn't it?
Fucking hell.
His dad's a scout last and he can't open a bottle.
Try to put me alone. I'm going to contact Lewis and get a debrief on him. Summary on
A what, sorry?
A debrief on Lazio.
Right.
And a summary on them, and I'll come back because I'll start now. See after that when the final whistle went against Feyenoord.
I'll send you it.
Maybe I'll go out to a Lazio game before.
That's what you should do.
It's meant to be booked in, innit?
No, I mean I might go to a Lazio game before and
right.
do my research on them. Hopefully Open Goal can maybe pay that for me to go out.
Tell me, oh, mate, you need to tell me about your brother.
Oh my god.
He's
Brilliant. So he comes in Monday night, drink with him. He's like, me and ma sitting there and he's like, there's
Monday?
Monday night,
Monday, man.
Richard
Was it? Right.
comes in and says, that's me going to Rotterdam tomorrow. So we're like, what are you talking about? I said, let's see, what time's your flight? He goes, I get in at Rotterdam at 20 to 8. The game obviously starts at 8. So we're like, you're going to miss the game? She was like, nah, it's fine, I'll get a taxi, I'll make it. The next day, he travels, goes to Edinburgh Airport, scans his ticket, the flight was for Glasgow. And I've sent,
Magic.
and the proof is, Jet Side, I sent you the message for him sending me it, so it's not like I'm just saying, you know,
Why not?
mate,
I think you've got your dad's scout. And
I've not got the brain, the dad's
Nah.
brain, have we? So we're potentially thinking as a family now, finally once in our full family's entire fucking lifetime, using our brains and maybe go out to Rome for the week.
Oh, brilliant, mate.
As a family,
Uh-huh.
maybe go out for the week, so we'll catch it. But I'll certainly know. I started my debrief on Lazio as soon as the final game finished.
Debrief's what you. So, what do you mean a debrief? So you watch? You're going to watch their game back and analyse it. The Atletico Madrid game.
Who are you debriefing with? Just yourself?
Brother.
Brother. Celtic got a LIVI this weekend. Beat on an AstroTurf pitch earlier on the season. Do you see a similar type of game for them?
Could be, by the
It
way.
could be. I think it's the way to, frustrate Celtic, be sitting in and being deep, compact. I think LIVI will do just that to them. I think their performances have been better though, Celtic's. But it's always been a tough game for them. because of that, because of the Astro, but I think probably more so the fact that teams are sitting in.
Yeah.
They're struggling to find a way to break them down at the minute, so I think it'll be a tough game.
Started well, LIVI, ain't they? Everyone kind of
Aye.
picked him again to be done there.
Doing brilliant.
Although they were poor against Ross County, I think he said that
But they
last
still
week.
got a point.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's what it's all about, man.
Wee Brucey does alright for him, didn't he? Wee
he's
Anderson,
great,
he always
aye,
gets
brilliant,
goals, doesn't he?
brilliant.
Good
boy.
player.
Right, good boy. I think it'll be similar. I think it'll be similar to the Kelly game. They just do well.
But once you've made excuses about being on an AstroTurf, you know, then sometimes it embeds in that brain of the players, and they maybe, I know that they'll come out and say, no, we know what we're going to deal with and all that, but inside, mentally, they'll be thinking about that, and they'll probably, and after Europe as well, they'll go there. They're not going to enjoy it because they know what they're going to get. They're going to get a physical game. They can play a wee bit at times, as we know, but it's
I think that'll be the worst part.
but just what you say is sitting in, and they're all sitting, and they'll deny it. They know that, they're trying to frustrate them. So that's a tough one as well.
Do you think there'll be any changes for Celtic for the other night? Turnbull back in?
Probably the Bill back in, wouldn't
Is Phillips, is he injured now? Did he roll his
He
ankle?
came off at the weekend, didn't he? I don't know.
Somebody said he
how
rolled his
bad it is.
ankle. I don't know if he's going to be fit. But Scales is certainly, as we said, he's certainly lived up to it. But I would maybe put Phillips in if he's fit.
because Anderson's the type that could get down the side of Lagerbielke, can't he?
Maybe. So that'd be maybe a change here. But no, listen, it's going to be certainly a tough game.
Never gives you a minute, you understand.
He
Always
does.
on
Ross
the
County was
move.
the same kind of thing, nothing, eh?
Aye. Is it?
Davey leaves him out of these games sometimes as well.
Does he? Because
Aye.
it goes with a more
Brings
physical
him on,
presence up
aye.
there.
I Nubly, last year he was ragdoll and
Shinnie played in
That's
one of them
right.
as well, was he?
False nine.
False nine and
He
a...
did.
Livingston are playing false nines, brilliant, man, love it.
I was last year, I remember it, Big Nubly was ragdoll and Carter Vickers. I remember it. Might go with him,
So,
up top. Interesting.
aye, but I don't... Will there be changes? You're looking at Palmer, you want to see more of him. Are you going to get that if you don't play him and give him a run of games?
So I think that's a game for him, but
Well, what'd they bring him for?
well, I'm
He's
just saying
you know what I
about
mean?
What
that.
will Livy go 3-5-2?
I've
Yeah,
not
you
watched
go
them
maybe
this
the
season.
top-
I've not watched them. Have you seen them?
No, I've not seen them. I'll be at the
Seen
game
them
on
live, but-
Saturday.
You doing the game
But-
Saturday?
Aye.
They'll be physical, they're in your face. They're going to do that. So that's why I'm not so sure. I know what you say why they bring them, but maybe that's not the kind of game to, play them for the off.
Aye.
Let them have a wee look at it for the side. Then you can maybe introduce them. But no, that's just what I witnessed the other night. I was expecting a wee bit more, so
Don't know,
I
is
wouldn't have been inclined to play him in a game like that.
Do you think he's slow? No, like slow. I mean, like, I don't know. See, when I was
I've
watching
never
him,
seen
the other
him.
day, I don't know if he was getting. It might just because he's just first start though. Listen, you still need to be and see him. It's maybe a bit harsh on
Aye,
it.
I don't think he played. I don't think he played in a way that you actually seen him, like trying to open his legs,
Aye.
because he was a bit safe coming back in. When he got in position, he wanted to get back onto his right foot to have a shot. So you never really seen him like try to run a defender.
You'll be better judging him when Celtic are dominating the ball, eh?
Aye.
I think you need to judge him when he's had a few games. We do it all the time. Somebody comes in, you go straight away. No, for 5 minutes you've seen him. Nah, not for me. You just need to give him time. I like the look of Boy Yang. I think he's been good, but he's young. He's a wide man. He's going to be inconsistent. It's just the way it is.
I would rather see the other night. I know how I was a place for left, but I would rather just keep Maid out of the left. I think he's better out there.
Aye.
And I think you're the best
Especially in
before
the game. Was he not playing on the left, mid, innit?
out in the right.
That's the
Playing
type
the
you
right
need.
there.
And I don't like that. I just think the games, his best performances this season, he's actually started well with this year, have all been on the left. I don't know why. I mean, maybe Palmer can't play for the right, doesn't like it, but I think the best to get out of Maida would be out there. So
Man, see that right footer playing on the right. I hate it. I
I
hated
hated
it.
playing it. Hated playing
You
it.
actually did play there as a lefty, didn't you?
Well, on the left, aye. That's you used to be. You had a left winger,
Aye.
left-footed left winger.
Did you hate it by the end?
No,
Did you never really get a chance to play on the right and come
aye,
inside?
I played in the right as well.
Do you prefer the left or the right?
You'd play all right now, but wouldn't you?
I'd rather sit in the house and play on a right footer on the right wing. Honestly, see if a manager had me, you're playing right wing, and I fuck this.
It's
Hated
top
it.
tier, isn't it?
No, I didn't.
I want him down the line.
I just hate that they always come inside all the
Run 'em
time.
wet.
I just love watching them. That's
just
again, I'm
always
all
passed it back to the fullback.
I love wingers that just go to people and go to the outside
Gigsy.
and whipped in great
But you
boys,
can go in
cutbacks
your
and all
left,
that.
even if you're on the right. No, trust the left. No, maybe that should be thinking about
It's alright
instead of
if you
thinking about
come
sitting in
into
the
the
house.
pitch. Sorry if you
You
came
came
in.
inside and you actually stood in the...
I used to be brilliant at that, coming in on the half turn and just driving through the space between like full back, centre half, or whatever.
yeah.
So you get, I know you're saying you want to stay in the house. With me, I'm more thinking about change it a wee bit, the change of the game, do you know what I mean? Get into that area, but certainly aye.
Here's a question I wanted to ask you, Davy Martindale as well, because my wee boy actually said this: do bald people wash their hair with shampoo or shower gel?
It's a great question.
That's different class, by the way.
Came down and said this last night.
I wash my hair went and whatever's gone, whatever's in the shower.
Tell you right.
Anything.
I
The
think there's
messy
a rule.
stuff and all that.
Nah,
The whole
it's
shebang.
not.
Definitely no conditioner.
The full shebang. Easy, innit?
Aye.
Long as it's got a wee
shower gel.
foam in it and
Shower
it
gel
smells
for
right.
How do you
everything.
go about washing yourself? Do you go pits, balls, arse, or what? Sort
I
of?
actually go for the head
Start
down.
at the top
The head
then?
down. The head die. Aye, got to wash it. Aye, the
I
head.
go a wee bit in the head, body.
What head?
I start doing
Then
it
Start with your feet.
up. No, boys.
Comes into your feet.
There's a hang
Boys
mate.
up the way.
Do you wash your feet in the shower?
I do.
Do you get right down there?
In between my toes and everything.
It's too hard work, innit, to get away down there.
I don't do the feet. I
I
never
can't
do
be
the feet.
knackered by the time I get down there and get back up.
Because you and your dad together, aren't you? With the bag on as well.
Do you do that? Would you shower with your missus? Would you shower?
Oh, I used to have a shower with her. But
Yeah,
the days
what
are
do you
gone
mean
now.
used to? I mean, what age are
No,
you
that's
used?
gone now, mate.
I know.
How would that go up? How would you go about?
Oh, if you can imagine how it goes.
And especially,
You can imagine how it goes.
No, but see, is that no pure awkward? But like, these typically having to go, are you going in now? Or like, how does it
No,
work?
because she might be in. Yeah, you might be in,
That's
and
it.
then the next thing, they're there.
No.
I'll tell you what happens. Generally, she's in and you join her. It's not the other way about
I
it.
know, because you're kind of, you pass the hall and you kind of look in, you're like that.
Oh, but that'd be
And
pure
The big question
you
is,
go, oof.
do you ever go for a
Yeah, and all it takes a wee glimpse or something, innit? A shooter or something, you're like, oh yeah. Innit? No, we fella,
she's just heard you.
It's not the attention, you're like, fuck it, I'll get it.
She's just heard you and turned round and you went yes, and then she's done that. The next time, nothing on. Right beside her.
Oh, man.
Do you come for?
I'd be pure awkward, no, shower.
Would
Yeah,
you?
woman, aye.
You're quite face to face, mate. It's quite.
I just don't even how to cover that.
Your pants on. David Amon. Oh, it's just how I shower.
Big question is, Mrs. ever been in a bath and you went and done a toilet while she was in?
Oh, no, tell me you know.
Oh, by the way, my missus fell out of me. I was doing it at Sunderland. She was pregnant, right? So I was in the bath and it was a lovely house we were renting out in a big bath, massive bath. And she wanted to get in beside me. I was like, no.
I love it.
Shower, aye. No a bath. No a bath. And she was heavily pregnant.
Why no a bath?
No.
Feet in your face. I don't like her
it's
feet
not
being.
quite-
If she's lying that way, and her feet in there.
She fell out with me for a couple of weeks. Wasn't happy. So I bet.
We used to have. We used to go in the bath.
no share a bath.
Stints
No
in
a
the
bath.
bath.
No. A
Oh,
bath.
he'd there, man. He'd here.
I don't.
Aye.
Why do
Her
you
feet
like
like
share
on
my
your
bath?
No, I'm just
A bath
how
for
you're
her.
so against it.
No, I'm not so.
And you don't
Because he
think there's
farts in
anything
the
wrong with
bath.
it.
Because he farts in the bath. That's where he goes to
No,
fart.
she fell out me out that. I know. It's like no.
I'll be a bath for her. She's what a bath.
Aye.
Definitely. Anytime.
What about it? Come on.
What, you as well? You
Come on with a bath. The family.
What's more awkward? Is a bath more awkward than a
No,
shower?
a bath you can actually
It's
stand in.
awkward. You go to climb in and all
I'd for
that.
it.
You've
I'd
got
rather
to
that
shower.
way. See,
You're
like,
just
as if you're on
What
a
roller coaster or something.
like that. Do you know what I mean? The
a
first
shower.
person in front of
A shower. You're sauntering. You're right in there. You're no so a bath. You're climbing and it's not the same.
I get what you're saying with the climb in and the climb out.
It's not the same.
Brilliant. So, man, we
That's amazing. Definitely not a
imagine
bath.
Stephen Robinson and Nazy had a bath again.
Oh.
I think they would what would you rather, shower or bath? If you had to go in the bath for one SPL manager, who'd it be?
Oh, that's a good shout.
Great question. I don't know.
Big Malky Mackay, I'd be in with.
McInnes, you've been McInnes.
Oh, Dale McInnes,
Oh,
that is
yeah.
a...
Should be
my
amazing.
God.
I'd lather him up by the way. A good lathering.
Sauntering and lathering, brilliant. Any Dale side that you like?
No, none, mate. Just no. You'd share a bath with Del McInnes and know your missus. And know your
Oh,
missus.
hold on a minute.
Would managers get in the bath for the players banging?
Aye, they did, aye.
That's wild, isn't it? Imagine seeing your managers banging.
That's so
You know,
awkward.
you
you're
know,
back.
I'm the same anyway.
So awkward.
I can't believe you'd get in a bath with men and know your missus.
Imagine that to a senior manager's
Just
foot.
hunters. It's alright if a guy's climbing into the bar.
Weird that, but when you think about it.
The Moisey wouldn't jump in the showers with you, would he?
On a match day, aye.
Would he, huh? After the game, he jumped in the shower with
They
us.
need a shower, didn't they?
I know, but managers now just keep their trackie on and just go up the road, didn't they?
No, see John Lambie. John Lambie used to do that and come into the shower room, but still be fucking
Shouting at you.
tore into you fucking wee bastard, you. And you're like going like, geez, you've already gave us it. You know, like, get into his, like, in the dressing room and you're feeling like shit, and then he'd be in with you and still at you. All the time. He was crazy, man.
I would take showers out of football,
Hey.
so I didn't need to get one.
There was always boys that were scared of going, you could tell you were waiting for everyone
100%.
else to go out.
What a horrible feeling it is.
I can see you being one of them. Right, St Mirren Hearts, come on. What we on to, Paul? St Mirren are the team to beat.
That's a right hard game, that, innit? I tell you, I'm not decided yet. I fancy St Mirren.
Do you? I fancy Hearts.
Can they be genuine contenders for third now, St Mirren?
Aye.
Why
not?
Yeah.
They were very lucky at the weekend. So they were. But again, they stuck in there. They're brilliant off the ball. See their discipline and their work ethic. You know, even when they've not got the ball and they're up against it, they just are so well drilled, aren't they? So, and we've spoken about so well organised. But even for them, mentally, when you've not got the ball, I would hate that. But they dig in.
They enjoy not hitting the ball, didn't they, St Mirren?
Aye, they dig in. So did they.
Motherwell were unlucky though.
Motherwell
Motherwell
were excellent.
Aye.
Spittle
Missed big chances,
and
Slattery
Slattery.
together, mate. Fucking
Great,
dragging in
mate.
yesterday too, innit?
They were magic. So they were a good watch. And Miller in the middle of the park as well.
What a three.
You know, there was
Like him.
They were different. There was one as well. Just it was a great switch of play. He's looking that way, but he knows. He sees the picture. Away out.
Where's Slattery came from? I know he's
Southampton.
I know, but see last year he was alright in it. He's kind of taken his game to the next level this year, Slattery, now.
When he came up, he'd barely played any actual football.
Right.
So he's just developed.
As in what he was just at Southampton under 21s? Right.
He played first. I think he played a few games for the first team, but in terms of actual proper football, him just coming up to Scotland's been getting into playing games, and I think he's just developed. I think the system helps him.
They just play.
The way they play.
Miller and Peyton just kind of sat a wee bit more, and then they Spittle, Slattery were just ahead of them, but they were good.
Is it a centre forward they're just missing just now, Motherwell? They had the boy Mika, didn't he? Looked like he was going to be really good. Then he
They've got a few
picked up by
injuries. So Bika, the boy Barrett, and Wilkinson.
Bear missed
been
a
injured, so
couple of opportunities. So did the boys at Shaw that come on.
Ollie Shaw.
He missed a sitter.
Yeah.
So what a chance it was. Thought Peyton should have hit it. Anyway, the way it looked set to hit, but
the thing with St Mirren is, I think probably in the last couple of years, every game they've won, they've probably deserved to win. So the fact that you're coming away going, they weren't great and they've managed to get a win, could be the difference in getting them higher up the table.
It's incredible, isn't it? Because he lost his goalie as well, didn't he? Carson, you forget that Carson Gallagher. Main up for is that right?
Aye.
Aye. And then Hearts, they've obviously got, it was a brilliant result for them, wasn't it?
Aye.
Looks good, didn't it?
As much as I think Aberdeen, bit surprised how direct they played at times, but for Hearts it was a great result.
Could be a great game, mate.
I think it will be. It is a tough game going and playing St Mirren, or playing St Mirren anywhere, because of the way they play, because of how organised they are, because they'll fight and they'll scrap, but they've got good players as well. Hearts, I don't know if it helped that it's for the outside it wasn't clear who the manager was, but now like Nazy's in charge, this is how they're going to work. I don't know if they work differently. If only there was somebody here that we could ask how it went and maybe tell us, but it might help them now because they've got that focus on their performance, the message coming for Nazy every week. It might make a difference. So
the only thing I
tough
think with St Mirren now, because they're doing so well, then comes the expectation. And that's how it's hard when you play with a Hearts and an Aberdeen. You're expected to win these games.
Good point.
So no, that's what comes on to St Mirren.
Does that be a big crowd? Just remember, was it last year they got the biggest crowd and they ended up getting beat the game?
It's a
Didn't
good
they?
atmosphere.
that was the last game, wasn't it, before the top
But
six?
it's how they deal with that. No, that's what they've got to deal with, because I don't know, user tipping, because a lot of people look at that and think, I really fancy St Mirren. So they've got to deal with that now.
And is that why you fancy Hearts then?
Yep. That's how I'm kind of more leaning towards Hearts. Again, it'll be so tight You know, again, you would look at that right away. You'd go draw, but I don't know. It was because it was at the tail end of last season. I watched the game and they were under a wee bit of pressure. We expected to go and win at St Mirren, and they didn't. You know, and I wouldn't say they failed. I wouldn't say they failed miserably, but they just didn't perform on the day. And I thought that was because it was a big crowd there. Just what we're saying about that expectation, they were expected to go and just win that game. Not just win it, but win it probably pretty comfortably. So that's another side of the game that they'll need to kind of, as I say, manage and deal with.
Another big one.
Rangers v Motherwell. Well, Motherwell have been playing unbelievable football. Do you think they'll change their game plan?
Motherwell?
When against Rangers?
I hope no.
I don't think they will.
I hope no.
You
I don't think
no.
No, I hope no, because they were good, well organised, were at it, weren't they? Played some great stuff. No, I really enjoyed watching.
Aye.
Motherwell. So I did.
O'Donnell looked like he had a really good game. I know I said that on the podcast Monday, but he's been in and out of the team, O'Donnell, and he looked like he was back to his old self.
Nah,
He's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing. I think.
Back.
Aye. He's. But they've got. Stuart Kettlewell's record's been phenomenal since he took over, and they're a team that he's clearing what he wants. The players are, you know, they're carrying that out and they're playing well. He's getting the best out of the players. So I don't think they will change. I think, especially Rangers at the minute, are still searching for the best 11, still searching for, I would say, energy really and excitement in their play. So I think that Motherwell feel they can go and cause them problems. I mean, Rangers were really comfortable against St Johnstone, but it wasn't exciting.
No.
They were comfortable. They were never really threatened. But I think Motherwell will go and try and give them problems. The thing about it is, though, is belief. It's all right saying we're playing well and Rangers are maybe know where they want to be, but the players need to believe you can go and get a result, because sometimes you're going away to like Ibrox and you go, some players don't believe they're going to win. They don't believe they can carry out the game plan. So they have to believe they can get something.
These group they went to Celtic Park and got results as well, haven't they?
They've done it before. They've done it before. But you need to really believe it.
The Faddies, you're bang on the money, because even you might believe it as a player. You might have that wee kind of gallousness, you know, and think, we can go and I can go toe to toe with them. Sometimes I went with teams when I'd left Rangers, when you went to Parkhead, when you went to Ibrox, you knew that or not, it was maybe one or two.
Do you believe? I'd hear me next year.
But you can see in their eyes, you can see right away when they go into Park, they don't want to take the responsibility, they want to shy away, they don't want to make a mistake. Okay.
I think Motherwell will be like that.
Everybody makes mistakes.
They won't.
Just crack
They
on,
won't.
don't you?
Definitely.
What did you think of Rangers' performance against St Johnstone?
It's a bit like Faddy says. They weren't. It was one of the games I think they were always going to win. But I think you wanted to see them doing it with a wee bit more style, wee bit more panache, you know, whatever. Slack, you know. But the reason we want that is because the managers built us up during the close season that we were going to see this exciting on the front foot football, and it's not quite materialised. But again, there's reasons why, because I couldn't pick his. We were talking before we come on camera. It's hard to pick.
What are you going now for the front three at home at Motherwell? Big game, hard game. Going through the middle,
Roof needs.
Well, Roof's got at the minute. Aye.
Unless
I think
he
you're putting
puts
Gezers in.
Unless he puts Roof a bit wide.
Turned on the left.
He'll maybe play Roof off. Depends how he lines up. He maybe play Roof just inside on the right. Dessers through the middle, Matondo. If he doesn't play with a winger, he might go a diamond and play Roof up. Because Roof played in almost like a 10, didn't he? Against St Johnstone.
Matondo for me is becoming more an impact player. The one that you bring off the bench. Aye.
You get Tom Lawrence as well. It depends.
Lawrence was an absolute. That was it. See, for me, last week it was Ruth getting another 90 minutes, and it was Lawrence. They were the real positives, and a kind of an alright game, but one that he had to win. Of course he has, but they've got to have more than just winning games of football. But I think he's put that pressure on himself because he promised us this. But searching, you were using that word, didn't it? We're still searching for that team, for that kind of. But then look at the back as well. Did you?
Aye.
The changes there. I didn't expect
Davis
that.
coming in.
Aye, and a wee hokey cokey man. Be
Yilmaz.
He doesn't know if he's coming or going. No, he's in, he's out.
It's like you in the shower.
But you know, and I'm thinking, how does that? that must play in his
You guys
mindset.
must be fried, mate.
Innit? Because you're going like, you're not in the Europa squad. The manager gave his reasons why, but even if you've got belief in somebody and he's not played a lot of football, you still have him in that Europa squad. So it's like playing about with
Do you
his
like
mind.
him, Yilmaz?
I think
We
he's
don't
got
know. We don't know.
I do, I like the look of him.
We've not saw enough of him.
Did you watch the full game against St Johnstone?
No, because
The highlights.
I'd caught wee bits at the game I was at, and then the highlights. So I did.
Did you watch the full game?
And by the way, Roof's goal was
Did you
a
watch the whole
head.
game?
And by the way, it was a goal.
commentating
Roof,
on
it.
how is that offside? That's no offside. the
I
goal.
honestly, see when I seen it, I thought that can't be off. But
It's
like, we're told the pitches are calibrated. So
well, I was
it
up
has
at
to
the
be
telly.
off,
I
but,
freezing it. I'm drawing lines and all that at the telly. I felt permanent marker and all that.
Use the permanent marker.
The Arsenal one, do you know? See the Arsenal one?
Aye.
That was bizarre, wasn't it?
Aye.
Martinelli,
Oh, the Everton?
the Everton.
Because
Aye, it was strange,
it's not a deliberate action for the attacker.
He just fried
It's
watching
mental.
that. It's crazy.
Because you're watching it thinking, I know that's what the odds are, but it's crazy. I mean, I wasn't complaining at the time. It was good for Everton, but I think that I like the look of Yilmaz, and the team selection was a wee bit
What do you like about
surprising last
Faddy?
week.
What's your?
But, he wants to go forward. He'll take the ball, he'll carry it. He's happy. He's not just a full-back that wants to run the line. He'll come inside and try and join up the play as well. But he's just not really had a run of games. His final ball could be better, but he's not been able to run a
to
games.
me. I mean, I saw enough of him.
How was it? Was it defensively you worried about him, didn't it?
Aye, as well, aye. Because I didn't see, I was listening as well at times to the commentary. Was it a couple of times went up with his knee into somebody's back or whatever?
No, he made him right in the head.
Did he need to say? I don't.
He could walk under that table.
He's been-
He could walk under that table and he caught him right in the head.
Did he? Aye.
He could
So
be
that
himself.
early.
So defence, aye. So
He's been watching Dirt Lemon. That was Dirt's
Aye.
favourite, up with the two knees.
Just wee bits like that. So I've no saw enough of the boy.
The wee man.
But I just you said must be leadership.
But that's
Life
you
as a
hear about
football
the games
player,
Thursday, Sunday, and about it being a squad game. Obviously, Barisic will playing the Thursday games, but it gives him a chance to maybe play in the Sunday games. I think getting him in the team will give him a boost, especially since the week before he's slapped him down a wee bit by not putting him in the squad. But it looked like he'd worked on that group of players through the international break, and the ones that were away obviously weren't involved. And maybe felt that was the best thing to do to get the result, because before the game people were saying they need a performance and a result. I was different. I just thought they needed to win the game, and it was they had so much control in the game. They just didn't have that wee spark at times. But I thought Lawrence, the more the game went on, I thought he was brilliant.
But that's what they've not had, and that's why when they brought the players in, that they were going to have that spark, that pace, that dynamism. Rangers are always going to have control of most games. So it's what they do in the final third. And that's when you watch the games.
I think Lawrence will make a difference. He's one that likes to play forward and
good player,
get
good
better,
runs.
Though, I think it's better when you've got wide players there that
running behind.
and they're not just stuck in there and blocking his space.
Yeah, brilliant. Aberdeen Ross County.
Massive week for him, Barry Robson.
Go on, say it. Is it what?
I'm not going to say it with him just yet. No, just yet. Away to Frankfurt tonight.
And then Ross County on.
Oh, the best.
I know.
Oh, the
Especially when
best.
they run their own. They run their own. They're looking for confidence, and then depending on how that goes, you're getting into this Ross County game.
This is a tough one tonight because I hear people saying it's a free hit.
No, you get
It's a free hit in terms of the result.
Aye.
You're not expected to win or even get a draw. But if you get battered, it's not a free hit.
No.
It's not, because
Seen that with Dundee United,
Something
man.
like him matter if you've been battered.
it's just picking
Oh
the players
my
up again. Like, they're obviously low in confidence at the minute because they've started the season poorly. Surprisingly, because I think everybody tipped Aberdeen to finish third, or most people had. So going into this game tonight against a really strong team is a tough one, because how do you approach it? What do you do? Do you make changes, then you get battered? Do you find a way
a
of
bit
playing?
better, didn't they?
Aye.
They need to have more possession.
Tough going for that, so you'll probably be backs to the wall tonight, and then Sunday you'll be expected to go and dominate the game. You'll need to play a completely different way.
I don't think they play. I think they're a direct team.
Aye.
They're pretty direct.
Are they that direct all the time?
No, it's not constant, but they get the ball forward to their
Front
two biggest threats as quick as they can.
And I don't when you've got the McGrath
Midfielders,
and boys at Clarkson.
Football players, mate. Really good football
Would
players.
you not want to get it into them?
Aye.
But
Let
they done
them
it against Hacken. Hacken sat off them. Clarkson
a
would
good
come in
game.
with loads of time and space, and he'd turn and hit a diagonal instead of driving into the 20 yards of space. So they're going to have to find a way. Look, it might be easier to just go, look, we're just sitting behind the ball, we're defending, try and use Duke.
Did we not say that about Jim Goodwin? They're kind of caught between styles.
Yeah.
Seems the same, doesn't it?
Aye.
Then?
Is it a case of maybe you play a certain way to get to third and then there's that expectation that you need to go and play a wee bit more football? Does that make it tougher for managers? People demand that.
I don't know if it's a demand off of the outside. It might be a demand off of the manager. Now, Barry Robson's went in. What was the job? Be tough, organised, hard to beat, pick up some results. The longer that went on, they're picking up result, and then they're getting a run, and all of a sudden you can get to third. But maybe the plan was to go in and go, be solid, do the basics, and then when we get to the summer, we're going to have to. He's maybe want to put his style across, and it's. I don't know if it is caught in between. It's clearly not working, but when you're losing games, then everything else comes under the microscope.
I'm sure we heard the chairman saying, was it last season or season before, that he wanted to see an Aberdeen side that played free-flowing football, good, exciting football, gets the fans flocking in. I've not really seen that. You know, so that's what I think. I'm sure that was one of the demands that he's put on the managers that are come in. I think that's how it never quite worked for Jim. Because Jim was kind of, I think, caught between wanting to play that way on the front foot when Jim's more kind of organised and solid and, you know, digging out results. And I think that's why they obviously they've been through the change of managers. So they need to get their identity. They need to find a way of playing.
That might be stupid to say, but do you think Barry Robson would rather be business in Europe than now? And that's
a good point. That's a good point. That's a great point.
No, stupid. Good point.
I don't know, but you want to place yourself.
I
know
want
what
to
you
get
mean
a
with the
doing,
current
but
run
aye.
of form, but speaking about the style, it's now actually back at where it started. Get a result. Nobody cares how you play because you're not winning. Get a result and then try and build for there, because the start of the season I've had it's been shocking.
Another
Really.
team at 3-5-2, I get it can be effective, but no wingers.
see if Hearts were they not bringing their wing backs right in the pitch,
And
then when they were losing it, Hearts were then just breaking on them, and it was I don't know. Strange.
They're underperforming anyway. With that budget they've got, the players have got at their disposal. They're not at it. And
But it's again, it comes to pressure. What you're speaking about, playing
handling
for
it.
these teams. Like last year when the players turn it round and Barry Robson comes in, they're not under pressure to finish third.
No, because they weren't expected
They're
to.
just under pressure to get a result.
Yeah.
Then look to next week, then look to the next week. No, there is expectation and there's pressure to go, right, so consolidate third place, be the third best team, get into the group stages of Europe and go and have a go. That's been the pressure for them at the start of the season.
It's mad how much that can affect things.
It is, but it is.
But that's the job of the manager and the coaches, to get that out of their players. They don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Just give them confidence, get them out, get them playing a style of football, get them winning games. But they're not doing it. Maybe they listen too much for what's happening on the outside. Come in, maybe they do listen to guys like the chairman. I don't know what you've done as players. I would never have really
It's
been
hard to
bothered
know
with
now,
that.
mate. It's hard to know. See, if you know what somebody else is telling you to, see if you're on Twitter, somebody else is telling you. Honestly, it's that way.
You always
My
find
pals are the
out.
fucking Grim Reapers, mate.
Do you see that on Facebook last night? No. Here, there it's
That's it,
I know.
Right, cheers, mate. Thanks.
That's the worst. That.
Oh, mate, brutal. See, last year that's what I got every Sunday in the group chat. Ding, 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 ding.
Your mates love it. They're up at
You're having one. Thanks, mate.
You wouldn't have done that, would you?
To my pals, never. What, Ross County looked good against Livingston. I know I've said it.
They've started all right, haven't they? Because I think when in the summer, I think they were maybe you're thinking, will they be back doing the ref sort of? Because I mean, Thistle should have beat them.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, are they going to sort of come back this year? But no, they're looking quite good.
Turner looks like he's a
Good player, Turner. Watched him in a lot of last season with
the
Thistle.
highlights, but he looks good.
Energy, he's got quality on the ball. I agree.
Yes.
Look, his dad was like that as a player as well. So
Not
he
as
was
aggressive as his dad.
No, I know.
Which is dad animal.
Dad just top you. I just
Really?
like. I liked to tackle, so he did. But you know, his dad could play a wee bit.
Aye.
But he got a name because he was just doing that.
Tina, that his dad. Tina.
Love
But
him.
he's technically very good. That was shocking. Just one of your better ones, but it was shocking.
I get delighted for Si Murray as well. Great boy, Si Murray. A lot of time for him.
It'd be nice if he smiled, wouldn't it, if he scored?
No, mate, he's so
He's so angry.
He's the nicest guy in the world, mate, but he's
Lovely
so
boy.
angry on the pitch, isn't he?
I think he'd be a nightmare to defend against because he just doesn't stop. Doesn't he, no?
Chasing his touch, but he never
Aye,
stops.
Hey, he's got a physicality about him, or not? He gets whacked in, which I like
Did he
as
play?
well.
Did he play him
Him and
half
White
white?
played up Saturday, didn't
I like
he?
that too.
Sometimes plays off a side as well, side, didn't
Aye.
he? Uh-huh.
He's good. He's funny as well.
Aye,
Scoring
lovely
goals and he's
boy.
gone mental.
Tina.
That was brilliant, that. Gold, that, mate.
Tina
Mate,
Turner.
fucking Richard Gordon doesn't do that, does he, wee man?
I don't know, I've not heard Richard in a long
He's on
time.
with Kenny now.
Oh,
Kenny does a
Do you
Saturday.
still do the radio, aye? Every Saturday?
Sometimes, aye.
Oh, there's a wee, I think he's getting pushed out, wee man. Are you?
What game did you do there?
He done fucking Glen
done the
Rothers.
Motherwell game.
Glen Rothers versus who was it you done?
Motherwell game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So I did.
Do you ever say it and like say you're brilliant on here, like funny that? Do you ever say it like that on the?
Nah, he's a different guy. Changes his accent.
He's not serious.
Is he? Come on. Live
No,
now
he
this weekend.
doesn't go on the
normal
BBC. I was walking by the room the other day. The missus in the shower.
No, I think that might get us into a bit of trouble.
How's your game going, Derek? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about my missus in the shower.
We talk about normal life here, isn't it? This is the thing.
This is a therapy,
That's
isn't it?
There you go.
That is therapy, mate.
How's
You
your brain
had
fog
the
this week?
foggy brain. That's what.
I think you've been good. You've been brilliant at him, mate.
Taking your oil.
horrific.
And your performance
No,
on the
yeah.
podcast
No.
Monday, brain fog's
Wasn't it?
gone.
No, it's cloudy at times. Very cloudy. Don't know how to get rid of it. A lot of people are messaging.
No, they should.
What they're messaging, I know.
Oh, is it? Oh, this
Oh,
is-
nonsense. Just try to message to speak to you.
I think your brain will be clearer now you realise that your dad wasn't in the army, it was the scouts he was in. I think
pressure.
Beavers
I think there's a pressure to perform.
That pressure, me and the brother. I've never been able to live up to it. I'm going to... Jink, he is a scout.
Definitely the scouts.
Imagine your dad was a known scout. That'd be a shocker, wouldn't it?
I know, Scoutmaster.
Oh my God.
Dub.
Right, here we go. Hibs St Johnstone. Good game, I think,
that?
for Montgomery for his first game, innit? And that... Montgomery?
I thought he said Father Montgomery there.
No.
His first home game.
It's a
home
good
game,
first
sorry.
home game against St John. I know that's no disrespect to St Johnstone, but just the way the sort of performance they've put in, I would be, if I'm him, I'm happy with that.
And on the back of their performance against Kelly as well, played really well now.
It would kill me though with the big boy Rocky at the end. They're 2-1 up. He's got the ball in the corner, dives down, ball goes out for a corner, and the Kelly's go for the corner. If I'm a manager, I'm saying, what are you doing, big
But
mate?
mistakes are going to happen, mate, innit?
No, but he dived, I'm saying. He just dived down on the ball, trying to get a free kick. There was nobody around him. Ball goes out for a corner. It was just total stupidity. You know what I mean? So I don't like that for him.
Nah, I think it is a good game because
Great game for him.
like St Johnstone have obviously not started great and they look like it's going to be the same old problem with scoring goals. Hibs have not been great defensively, more time to work with the players, but they'll fancy that game. It'll be tough. St Johnstone will be organised and they'll make it tough for them, but I think it is a decent home game for them.
Big crowd as well, won't they? They'll be looking forward to that new manager in. And they should have, wouldn't they? You look at that 2-0 up.
Should have won the game, mate.
Aye, but a lot of positives for them, weren't there? For them to take away for that game. So, Faddy's right. Hibs look a team that will score goals, but can you just get them a wee bit more organised, a wee bit more solid at the back, and we'll start to see them pick up. But at home, I fancy them strongly, by the way. So I do.
It looks like it's going to be like attack's best form of defence for him, tonight.
Yeah,
It's a
it
good
could
behind.
be.
Innit? He
Aye,
looks like he
just
likes to...
Score more.
Johan and Boyle seem to switch wings quite a bit on the highlights.
Hibs have got the players to do that.
He brought in Jago, didn't he? Who's a wee, he would be a wee bit more defensively, you'd
Aye.
say, now, middle of the pitch.
Aye, but with their attacking players and the pace and energy they've got, and the fact that they concede goals, then I think that would be the best thing for him to do. It's a lot of time you see managers getting into a team that's struggling and leaking goals, and they say, right, we'll sit back and we'll be organised and stuffy. That's not what Hibs want. We hear it all the time about what fans want to see, and they want to see their team attacking. Plus, you've got the players that can do it. So, I'm interested to see how he does, because anytime he spoke, I think he's been sensible. He's not come away with any mad claims or no sounded daft and try to kid people on. He's just sounded real.
Heard
It's not coaching talker, that is it? It's
I
proper.
heard Alec Ray talking about him, just saying he's a likeable
Aye.
wee guy. He says that the players will really take to him. And that helps you, certainly. If you know the game, then you've got that likeability factor. Tell you what, can I do a wee shout out?
Aye, fire in.
It's not for Alec Ray, is it?
No, it's I like Alec Ray. Alec Ray's my mate. I like him. Good lad. No, it's September weekend, Monday. Like Mondays. You were talking about your brother having a few on Monday. I'll be having a few. My nephew Kevin. He's getting married and doing Dumfries.
Brilliant.
So Kevin works for Arsenal, the women's.
Does he?
The women's team. I think he was at Hearts. He was at Rangers
I know
as
who
well.
you're talking about.
Kevin Murphy.
Is it your cousin?
Kevin Murphy. Aye, good lad. She was very sensible.
Aye.
Never mind that. Who's he getting married to? Shaq?
Lindsay. No, Lindsay. And she's Lindsay used to play football in the women's team, Ackies and all that. So I'm looking forward to it.
Murphy,
Monday,
aye.
family.
Catholic wedding, aye.
What?
Catholic wedding.
I don't know. Do you know that? Do you know? I don't even
full
know.
mass, singing the hymns and all that. Cancel the shout out. Cancel that.
I don't know. Do you know? That's never even. Doesn't even come into my mind. Doesn't even come into my thing.
Where they get married?
Down in GG's yard or something. Somewhere down in Dumfries. Somewhere.
Have you got the suit fitted?
No, I've only got one suit.
Me suit,
I don't even want to wear a suit. It's got to take us tours to get there.
What would you wear? What do you want to wear?
I would just wear a wee polo top, something.
Aye,
if
I like
I could,
that.
but I can't. I'm no, because I've been told get it sorted.
You match
but
colours with Carol?
I don't know what she's wearing.
So some people do that with tie and
nice,
the
I like
dress.
that. With the wee pocket scarf.
No, I'll just wear that. Someone's thought it.
He doesn't know what he's wearing.
No.
That's going to be laid out in the bed for him. Get that on now.
But you can't wear a suit tours to a
That's
a
uncomfy
venue.
that.
That's not right.
uncomfy, that.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Slater suit.
Aye, just
Letters. Aye, I'll wear that
Barry.
then. Wear that. But Barry will be there.
Is Barry there?
Barry will be there.
Will you sit with each other?
I don't know the table sheet. I would imagine so.
You get a pint?
I'll get me on a pint.
Oh, you get on it
I need
together,
me on
eh?
a pint to sit with him.
Are you looking forward to seeing him?
Barry will be telling you his hit list.
I know.
Just to
Oh,
order it.
you'll be getting it. I know for certain.
I think you don't know. You know.
You see the cheerleader at the wedding?
No, no, you hear?
He's just got to cheer the piper. Well done, mate. You're doing a good job. Well done, go.
Right, I'm doing my sheet. Fucking hell.
Kevin and Lindsay had a great day.
Aye, brilliant.
Cheers, guys. Sorry
Did they
about
watch
that.
it?
What?
Did they watch it?
Aye, Kevin, well, sure. Aye. Fuck my daft, didn't he?
Aye, what's he watching this one?
No, wait.
That's a good point, I know.
Right, cooking time, lads.
Right, here we go. Are we doing all the games?
You've got to pick last week and you won, so let's. Well, we're doing every game anyway.
It gives Si more chance to get back in.
I'll go. I'll go first.
Every game,
I'll put my
go on.
neck on the line. We'll go Livingston Celtic first. Obviously, I'll go Celtic.
Celtic for me.
Aye, I think Celtic just edging it, aye, Celtic. But
Celtic.
All right, Hibs v St Johnstone. Hibs.
See if we just copy him.
Oh yeah,
He's
no,
in the
you
wing.
go first. That's right.
He's in the wing.
Better you going first. Actually,
I'm
good
going
shot.
Hibs.
Hibs.
I'm going Hibs as well.
Right.
At home, definitely.
Derek. No, we'll go that. We'll go that way.
That way.
St Mirren Hearts.
I'm going to go Hearts. There you go.
I go for a draw.
I was going to go with a draw, but I think Hearts might just nick that. I've got a.
Faddy. I need to go for it. I need to gamble. I'm going St Mirren.
You going St
I
Mirren?
need to.
Because they're in
try
a
and
good
get a-
place, but
You're right, good shout.
I'm going to go for a draw as well.
Right. Dundee Kelly.
What's the best pals?
So it is.
Right.
Dave Defo had a bath figure.
That's a
Tony
draw.
Dalton, Derek McInnes.
That's a draw.
Is that the only game we're
I'm
not
going
talking about this
Kelly.
weekend? Aye.
Let's
Just
go.
straight on
Let's
the
gaze
count.
a wee. What do you think on that?
Move on. That'll be interesting. Obviously, two of them work together. Doc will know Odell's wee tricks and
Do you think
it'll
they'll try
be
something
interesting.
like completely different? Just
That'll
to,
be interesting to see.
because they'll all know each other's set pieces and
Aye.
no,
Well,
we'll shower after the
I would
game
imagine
together.
Doc would have done the set pieces.
at Kelly.
I think he will try and come
I'm
up with
going
something.
I'll go Kelly.
I'm going to go Dundee. There you go.
I could get back into this. You
Draw.
know.
Aye,
Draw again. Faddy.
I'm
just
going to
throwing
go Kelly.
Rangers Motherwell.
Rangers.
I tell you what, they'll need to play well to get the one, but Rangers.
Motherwell.
You going Motherwell?
Aye.
Aye. No even a draw? No, just boom.
I'm going to go draw.
You going to go draw? No, Rangers will win, but they'll need to, that's what I'm
Right,
saying,
back in
they'll need to
Celtic.
play well.
Track.
Aberdeen,
How
Ross
do you feel it
County.
with him?
Did I have a felt though?
Aye.
What have I said?
No,
Because you've stopped saying we and us.
I'm not that guy. Big John Hartson. That.
He was good in the commentary the other night, hasn't he?
Was he good on the commentary, was he?
Aye.
By the way, talking about Hibs, I know we've brought it on Monday. This Monday coming up, the Wings Challenge.
Oh, the best ever.
And there's a wee clue for you, it's two Hibs legends.
It's the best ever.
And they are fucking brilliant, man. Right, last game, Aberdeen, Ross
Draw.
County.
Draw.
It's not a bad shout, that, by the way.
Aberdeen.
It's hard this week, innit?
Go with Aberdeen.
I'm going to go Aberdeen as well. They need to get a
Right,
result.
sack it.
They
I'm going
need
to go
get a
Ross
result.
County.
I'm going to go draw.
I'm going to change it and go Ross County. Okay.
I'll go draw.
Aye. When's the Wings Challenge end of the month?
It's at the
Next
end
week.
of this month. Next week it is. I think I'll
This
be
is the last one.
Is it two eating or one? Oh, there's another weekend after this.
Aye. Aye, no, I'm going.
is it?
Is it two or one eating? Is it bottom two? Yeah, it's bottom two. So just now it's me and Derek.
See, no matter what happens, I'll have one or not.
I'll need to
Boys,
go back and check it.
oh, sorry.
See if whoever if it's a joint finish at the bottom, he's have to bath together.
That'd be great.
I know I'm not having a
Hot sauce.
bath.
You can still finish bottom, mate. You've just said your beer.
Oh, the pants on.
Right. Whoever finishes.
2-8 Ange v Arsenal, this North London derby this weekend. Wow, what a game.
Oh.
Could you fancy that?
Move. Scottish Football Podcast.
Scottish
Let's
football,
go.
mate.
Aye.